How I feel? Blessed. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rock her hips. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she clap her hips, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders having a clear path to the #2 overall draft pick in the 2024 draft. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so please help me get there as soon as possible. It'll be greatly appreciated. And also subscribe to Gotti TV. That link is down below in the description for, other content not Washington Commanders or sports related. Now we're all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to today's video. So this could not have been a better bye week for the Washington Commanders. Obviously, the only thing that could have been better is if we were a good team and we were fighting for a playoff position, or we were chilling at the top of the NFC East and we were on a bye week. Other than that, we stink. We know that, and this has still been a good bye week for us because the Washington Commanders have sole possession of the 4th overall draft pick, with a lot of these teams surrounding them that won on Sunday and Monday. But now they have not only do they secure the 4th seed or 4th pick in the draft, they have an opportunity to get as high as 2. Now, what am I talking about? Per Grant Paulson, let's go ahead and take a look what Grant Paulson has to say when it comes to Washington Commanders potentially getting the #2 overall pick. So, first of all, at the bottom, Grant Paulson says the Commanders cannot have gotten more help this weekend. One upset after another went their way. 4-8 Bears over the Lions, 4-8 Jets over the Texans, 4-8 Titans over the Dolphins, 4-8 Jets over the Packers. As the only 4-9 team, Washington is in sole possession of the 4th pick right now. So now, if that wasn't good enough, then he goes on to say this: there is a path into the top 2 picks for the Commanders. Washington loses out. The Cardinals beat the Bears in Week 16, and the Patriots beat the Jets in Week 18. They'd likely pick 2 at that point. That would be a very enticing asset for a dangle in the front of a prospective GM and head coach option. So there's a path to the #2 overall pick. Shout out to Grant Paulson for that, man. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Whole buck with you. I know a lot of fans and a lot of people think the Washington Commanders are still going to win one more game. And I'm looking at them like, where do y'all think we're going to get this victory from? You got the Rams, who just went toe-to-toe with the best team in the AFC, and they're going to be pissed, okay, because they felt like they should have won that game. They're at home. They are in the midst of a playoff push, and they're right in the mix of those 6 and 7 teams for one of those 2 final wild card spots, because both of those wild card spots are up for grabs. I do not think neither one of those wild card spots are secure at all. So they're going to be right there in the mix for it, right? And they're going to want to win because they want to make the playoffs. Us, on the other hand, we're not a good team, like coaching wise. It'll be different if we had the same coaching staff that's going to be returning next year. This thing's going to be wiped out. I would want to see us potentially, get some momentum going into the off season, into the next year, if this was our coaching staff going forward. But since this isn't our coaching staff going forward, I want to get the best possible pick. Now, if they win on Sunday or win another game, I'm not going to be super butthurt about it, because at the end of the day, that's not how I was raised. I want to win every time I'm competing. However, I think it's in Washington's best interest to, lose. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think they're going to have to try to lose on purpose, because you look at our upcoming schedule. We got the Rams. Pissed off bunch. They're a good team, good coach team, and they're probably going to make the playoffs if they do win this game here. Then you got the Jets on Christmas Eve. I don't know about y'all, but this offense lately has regressed, and I don't know if it's due to just solely Herb Bieniemy's play calling or what, but the offense has regressed. I don't even know if this offense is going to be capable enough of putting up points against this Jets defense. Let alone Zach Wilson probably going to have his best game as a pro. He probably going to mess around and throw 4 touchdowns on this horrible defense. Let's not forget that. We keep assuming that the Jets just suck because obviously they're not a good team due to a lot of their injuries, but we're not a good team either, and they very well could beat us bad. Then after that, you got the 49ers. Come on, good luck. You really think you're going to win that? Imagine. You're not beating the 49ers. Then after that, you got Dallas. You better hope Dallas doesn't need that game week 18. But considering the fact that they're in a 2-man race for the number 2 seed with the Eagles, they could very well need week 18, and you're not beating them week 18 if they need that game. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us, or not a lot of us, not me personally, but a lot of you all out there assume that Washington's going to find a way to win one more game. And they could, theoretically. But I highly doubt that that's going to be the case, because I don't think we have it in us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard what Montez Sweat said about this team, about how the season just felt like it was over. You know what I'm saying? No, the coaches wasn't even trying. The coaches wasn't even trying to motivate the team or keep them together. The season just felt like it was already over. And then he goes to Chicago, and look, Chicago along with the Giants are right there in the mix of a playoff berth. Ain't that crazy? How if you don't give up, or how if you got decent coaching, because Brian Dable is not the best coach, Matt Eberflus isn't the best coach, but if you got decent coaching in this terrible NFC, as far as like the backload, like the top heavy, we're top heavy in the NFC. 49ers, Cowboys, Eagles, like top heavy. But as far as like the lower half, if you just had some decency at coaching, you would be in the middle of a playoff push with the rest of the NFC. But since you don't have good coaching, you're not in that mix. Now, Washington passed to the number 2 overall pick. This is my question to you. Leave it down below in the comment section. If Washington finds a way to get the number 2 overall pick, that becomes interesting. What do we do with that? Do you take, you know what I'm saying, Marvin Harrison? Do you take Olu, Joe Alt? Do you trade back to get a haul? Because remember, the Chicago Bears could very well be looking to get to keep Justin Fields. If they somehow, and you know what? I think about it. I think that's the NFC team I'm pulling for to make the playoffs. I'm pulling for Chicago to want to take another year on Justin Fields. I want them to, because then they're probably going to be prone to potentially either trading back again or taking Marvin Harrison Jr. And that's going to suck if they take Marvin Harrison, because he could have been in Washington. But if they take Marvin Harrison at 1, we now become the prized possession. Why? Because Caleb Williams is still there. So now you hold all of the magic. You hold all of the muscle, right? Because either you take Caleb Williams yourself, move on from Sam Howell be the backup, or you literally, and I mean literally, absolutely ram, gash, plaster, pound a team for that number 2 overall pick. I'm talking about multiple first, probably 3 and a couple seconds. Because this guy's supposed to be a generational talent, right? He's supposed to be, the next big thing coming out of college, right? New England, what's up? You want him? Come on and get him. Come on, as good as Caleb Williams could potentially be, I don't know if I'm willing to turn down 3 picks. Now, you can look at it like this. 1, are you willing to pass up on a potential generational talent and be stuck in the quarterback wilderness again, because Sam Howell may not ultimately be that guy, or he may be good, but he may never be Caleb Williams' potential good? Or would you rather miss out on the opportunity of trading back and getting multiple first-round picks and other picks in the draft? If you want my honest answer, I'm gonna give it to you right here. If we're at 2, I'm trading back. I'm trading back with the Patriots. Patriots, give me 4. Because look, if we get 4, we still can get Joe or Olu. Because I definitely want a left tackle. I love Marvin Harrison, and that's who I would pick if he was on the board at 4 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But again, if they went left tackle and he was there, I'm not mad at all, because I understand we need offensive linemen. But if you trade back with the Patriots, they're at 4, and you're at 2, and they want Caleb Williams because the Bears decided to take Marvin Harrison at 1. You can absolutely ram them for the second overall pick. You can absolutely do that. So you could get 3 first-round picks. 3 first-round picks for them, right? And one of them could be the 4th overall pick this season, and you can still get Olu or Joe O, left tackle, and still have 2 first-round picks remaining and a couple probably later-round picks. So if it's up to me, it's going to be tough to pass up on Caleb Williams because I understand what he could potentially turn into. But to get the haul that we can get would be absolutely amazing, because I love Sam Howell and I believe fully in Sam Howell's ability to be the franchise quarterback for this team. If he can get the right coaching and get the right protection, Sam Howell can be a top quarterback in this league. So for the people that's gonna kind of be, you know, like, we can't pass up on Caleb Williams, I understand where you're coming from wholeheartedly, man, because I understand what the potential of Caleb Williams could be. But you draft Caleb Williams at 2. You still got to find a left tackle. You still got to fill out this offensive line. You still got to figure out this defense. You trade back from 2 to 4. You getting a haul from trading 2 spots down. Like, it's not the Panthers where they came from all the way from 9 last year. You know, the Panthers came all the way from 9 last year, so they had to get an absolute haul. That being Chicago, to move all the way back to 9. We're getting basically the same thing, if not more, to move 2 spots down. So, if I'm Washington, I'm hoping we get the number 2 overall pick. I don't want to win, and I hate being like this, because I do not like losing, and I do not like rooting against my team to lose. But if I'm Washington, I'm hoping we get the number 2 overall pick. We got to lose out. That's not very impossible. And then the Cardinals got to beat the Bears. The Bears are in a playoff hunt. Who would have thought? They're in a playoff hunt, but I could very well see the Cardinals beating the Bears. Week 16. The Patriots beating the Jets. Week 18. Again, that's a very obtainable objective. Really is. Even if Aaron Rodgers is playing, I think that's attainable. So there's a path. And it's a very likely path if we land it. Let me know what y'all do with it though in the comment section. I'm very interested. We have all the marbles if we somehow find a way to get to. Y'all heard what I had to say? Leave it down below in the comment section. Love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Check out Juan Gotti TV. That link is down below in the description. Y'all have a blessed one. See y'all later. Peace.